Metaphysics. I just recorded, this is part of my series of dictation, transcription, summarization. This musing about metaphysics, I'm going to put perhaps on HypnoAthletics.com. No. HypnoAthletics.com. And I think I should change the main page instead of it being... Oh, by the way, this is my friend Lady Nawali. This is her song Placebo Girl playing in the background. On the appearance, I think I'm going to change the front page that you go to from a static page back to the latest blog post. And so there's a couple things I have to do. So I was driving and I just wanted to talk about my metaphysics, which is M.E.T.A, an acronym, mathematical, experimental, theoretical, and applied physics. So that would be homepage settings, your latest posts. Let me publish and see what that looks like. And because I have on there the homepage was a static page, and it was basically featuring an ebook called Subconscious Alchemy. I don't know what's going on. Why is this moving so slowly? But now I think I'm just going to put it back to the latest blog post for now, because you can go to HypnoAthletics.com and there's going to be something that says Institute of Metaphysical Hypnosis, and the ebook / flipbook is there. So I don't know what is taking so long right now. I hit publish. The changes you made will be lost. Okay. That's weird. Things are taking a long time to load, man. I don't know what's going on with y'all. GoDaddy, that's kind of upsetting. You know, my page is to load, so HakimAlexander.com loads right now. What's going on with this? This is Poisoned Paradise by Lady Nawali. Alright, changes will be lost. Okay, fine. Maybe that's what has to be done in order for me to... I just get... Oh boy. Okay. Just gotta sign back in everything here. Well, so I really like the DeepSeek summarizations of my dictations. So I'm basically running a monologue sometimes. Now I'm practicing having dialogues with Google's Gemini, just testing and pushing the limits. There's a video on YouTube of me being a jerk to Gemini and causing it to trip up a little bit. It did contradict itself a lot, and there were some things that it said that weren't true. I actually understand what's going on, but I just wanted to call it out on its hallucinations. But I understand, like, one of the things that happened was it claimed that there was an article on one of my websites, and basically what it did, it basically just took the website name exercisingyourmind.com and it made up an article. It hallucinated an article, which is awesome. Now I understand why they call them hallucinations. it hallucinated an article and it started saying what it was about when no such article from my website exists, which is badass. Ow, that burned. That tea is hot. So I understand what's going on, and now it just hit me why they call them hallucinations now. Like, it really, really made sense now. Because it basically has all this information, and it's almost like it's responding to a query that you didn't really make, if that is understandable. Meaning it's just kind of guessing, but it's like a really good guess based off what the name would be about, even though that's not what my site is. It's not about, it talks about neuroscience and some other stuff. Anyway, it's a great little video. It's fun times on YouTube. But I've been having other conversations with Google's Gemini. One of them right now is published on HypnoAthletics.com, which is like my news site. And it reminds me, I'm going to just make this note here and say it again, that I have a really great idea in which independent journalists can share news stories with me up to 15 minutes in length, which in the same way that I've been talking about how you can use Spreaker for free. Basically, it's you get a Spreaker free account. You are able to record podcasts up to 15 minutes long on the free account. As far as last time I checked, I haven't checked recently, but I'm going to check again. But up to 15 minutes. And when you post it there, actually I did this before with somebody who I had doing some reading stuff for me. But you post the audio there, you upload it to Spreaker, and then you make it downloadable. So instead of like having to do a Dropbox and all this other stuff through Google, you basically just post it there, because nobody's going to see it, right? It's not, unless you have like millions and billions of followers already. If you post it on Spreaker, no one's going to find it. And so basically, you post it, send me a message, I download it, and then I'm going to re-upload it so that it is part of my news site. Or, well, I'm going to do that anyway, because if you only have a free site, eventually the more you start putting on there, you won't be able to put any more. So it's gonna get full on the free account. So if you want to start adding more, you're gonna have to start deleting it anyway. So what I'm saying is, like, to have contributor journalists, audio journalists, you send the files, I just download it to my device and then re-upload it back into my podcast, which I pay for, so I don't have that kind of space limitation. And then boom, we have an organization, we're working together. All right, so there's one thing with Gemini that I just now did about cloud seeding. We had a conversation about cloud seeding. It actually started off for me originally talking about, I was just asking the question, like, how can we use genetic engineering to create super soldiers? And then somehow that part's not included there. But then somehow we started talking about, which I think I'm going to just use that audio for something else. But then I just got talking to cloud seeding for some reason. I don't know why. And then we just had a conversation about cloud seeding, and I let it go for about 15 minutes. And, then I had it, and I spoke to it while I was recording with the Samsung voice recorder. And then I had, of course, Samsung has Galaxy AI. I had it make a transcription. Then I copied that transcription and fed it into DeepSeek, and then DeepSeek gave a summary. And so then on HypnoAthletics, I plugged in the podcast. Then right underneath that, I plugged in the DeepSeek summary, and then right underneath that, I plugged in the full transcript. So, which reminds me, this is Goth Angels by Lady Nahwali. I got to do a couple of edits and adjustments on that, but right now I just want to get this one about metaphysical sciences. Let me go to EYM.hypnoathletics.com. which I wanted to go to in the first place, but then it was getting all wonky. Okay, so the home page is still what it was, so that means I need to go to appearance in WordPress. I don't know what is going on with this site. Like, it's really slow right now. I'm gonna have to call GoDaddy again, man. Like, GoDaddy, y'all are just... I'm starting to get annoyed with this. Like, really, like, it's been happening way too much. Like, the slow response of the sites and things like that. It's like, what are they doing? Like, it's like if a site... I don't know. So I'm going to put that to latest post and publish, and hopefully, it won't spin out forever and publish the homepage as my latest post. While we listen to Lady Nahwali's Living on the Edge. Yeah, it's okay. Finally, good. Alright, and so one of the last things, I had an article contributed by Bethany Hatton called Small Shifts That Make a Big Impact on Inner Peace. So now I'm going to, so now that that's done, now I'm gonna take this information from, basically do the same thing. But one of the first things I have to do is, because, so I have the audio recording, this one, yeah, see, Metaphysics, my Metaphysics, remember, as I was saying, is M.E.T.A, Mathematical, Experimental, Theoretical, and Applied Physics. So that's a summary, but I didn't use that summary. I'm using this transcript, which is just me speaking. So I fed that transcript into DeepSeek, and it gave me a beautiful summary of it, and also criticized it a little bit, which is great, but it creates material. So basically what I'm going to do is take this. So first I'm going to get the recording. So let's go back to the Samsung voice recorder. And actually, I don't need to do that. I can actually go back to Metaphysics. So what I really need to do is go to the Spreaker Studio, and then where it says import there, I'm going to import, and then I'm going to go to like this week, and so they should pop up there, right? And so there goes Metaphysics, and you can see it, it'll upload pretty quickly there. And once that uploads, boom, there it goes. So now, where did I say I was going to put this one? Oh, yeah, on HypnoAthletics.com. So I have a podcast that's HypnoAthletics that talks about, well, now that I'm thinking about this, yeah, I'm going to put that on there. So just going to click share, and see it says Metaphysics M4A there. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go back to DeepSeek, and I'm going to, since I have the whole thing about the metaphysics there, I'm going to basically, well, I'm going to do another hack because of the fact that I can't, there's no mic for me to do voice to text on DeepSeek right now for whatever reason. So I'm going to use Claude Sonnet, which is part of the suite of bots that I have with Nova AI, or I could use any one of them. There's a DeepSeek one even right here that they have, but I don't really feel like it's the real DeepSeek, but it might be. So what I'm gonna say is, wait, you know what? Let me try something. No, because I already tried that before. In the Nova AI bot, it only allows up to 10,000 characters, and so but I'm just going to basically use it for the voice to text real quick. So that's what I'm going to do. Based on the information given about my metaphysics, create a blog title and a podcast title that is appropriate for that information, and also create the appropriate hashtags for the blog and the podcast, separated with commas and no hashtag marks, so that I can easily copy them and paste them into the tag fields of the podcast and the blog. Make sure that the title for the blog is clearly labeled, the title for the podcast is clearly labeled, they are separate from each other, as well as their tags are clearly labeled and separated from each other. So some people might have much better prompts than I do, but I seem to have been doing pretty well so far. Just do a lot of experimentation. So I just hit that. Let's see what happens. DeepSeek is thinking. I'm going to check and see if I have to upload it. If you can see that little text box there, it says, due to technical issues, the search service is temporarily unavailable, which has probably to do with the hacking that was going on. But there it goes. It's off to thinking. And it's just thinking its way through. So, may have to update it. Okay, so, cool. So, it's separated them: blog title, blog tags, podcast title, podcast tags. And then it says copy-friendly tags, no hashtags for the blog and the podcast. It put them all there like that. That's dope. Wow, okay, so, all right. I'm happy with that. What text message am I getting? Who's texting me? Alright, let's see. Okay. Somebody I met today. Alright, so now I don't really know what to say to them right now, so I'm not playing any games like people do. I'm in the middle of this. What is my next step? Okay, so, yes. So the podcast title I need to copy because I'm putting up the podcast. So it's called Beyond the Veil, Can Mathematical Physics Explain the Unexplained? I'm going with it. See, and this is the way that I'm being lazy, is because I've spent the time thinking and creating the content with my voice, right? So now I'm letting AI do the mediocre, normal, other work. So I put the title there, and now I'm gonna hit share, and so it goes there. See, podcast, but I have several podcasts, so the list of them goes there. I'm going to put it on HypnoAthletics. Well, because that's the website I'm putting it on, but I'm doing a different thing with the HypnoAthletics site. Actually, yeah, because I talk about healthy aging, so I'm going to put it on that one. Then, let's see, what pictures am I going to put? I have images of all kinds of stuff, but there's a photo of Floor and I with some people in China. I'm just going to put that there. It doesn't really matter. Some people might say it does. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to get this. I'm going to basically take the summary that DeepSeek gave me, and I'm going to just paste that into the description field of the and it basically says the speaker's meta framework, and has all that stuff in there. Okay, so yeah, I'm not really going to mess with that. I'm going to leave that alone. So I have the title, I have the body, I have the tags. So I'm just going to copy the tags now. This is another Lady Nalhali song called Paralyzed. Wow, that is quite an image on that video she's got there. I've never seen that one before. All right, so the podcast. I'm going to grab those tags. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, well. I'm gonna select. Okay, put the tags in there. Let's see. Hopefully it works fine. Great. Okay, so that's fine. Those tags worked. I could put a sponsor in there. So what sponsor am I going to do from? I'm going to go to my website, blogdealer.com. And there we go. Look at that. Artificial intelligence and digital marketing. I could find some other course to put on there as my sponsor. Let's see. Well, this is about mathematics. Let's see. What about productivity and self-help as one of the categories? All right. Overcoming anxiety, unshakable confidence, 1% better of the day, the power of the subconscious mind. Well, it really focuses a lot on that, so I'm going to use that one. So all I'm going to do is copy the title, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, and underneath a certain point, I'm just going to put sponsored by Power of the Subconscious Mind, and then grab the link and put the link right underneath that. Take a look. Good. Everything's fine. Got an image, all that. And upload. So now I'm going to go to HypnoAthletics.com here, posts, and add new post. Now, because the DeepSeek, I'm signed into one account, and that account is available, all the information that gets. And this is another Lady Nahuali song called Ram. I should be liking all of these. But so because when you're signed in on different devices, information gets shared across accounts. So I've been taking advantage of that to transfer the information instantly from my mobile device to my computer instead of having to send it to my email or do any other Dropboxing and all the other stuff like that. This is one way to quickly have the text immediately available to me on different devices. So good. So now we have all that stuff there. So let me go. Blog title: Demystifying the Supernatural, How Metaphysics Bridges Science and Metaphysics. And it says Meta, how M.E.T.A. physics bridges science and metaphysics. Alright, so I'm going to select the text. Copy. Put that as the podcast title. Alright, perfect. Now, it also gave me the blog tags. So I'm going to just get those, because I asked for those first, right? I didn't ask for anything else yet. And I'm just going to put those in the tag field here in the blog. Good, so now I have plenty of tags. I'm just going to select my categories here. It's an audio, education, floors in the picture, HypnoAthletics, exercising your mind. I talk about hypnosis in there, metaphysics, talk about physics in there. I talk about divination tools. It's a podcast. All right. good. So now all I need to do is go and do two things. Copy the DeepSeek summary and paste it here. So first I'm going to put in DeepSeek summary of Galaxy AI transcription from Samsung voice recorder on S24 Ultra. And why am I putting all of that stuff on there? Because I feel like it. Oh, dude, this song right here from Lady Noble Holly's Hexed. It's one of my favorite tracks. Because basically all I'm doing is I'm not trying to make up anything or be clever. That's what it is. It's a DeepSeek summary of Galaxy AI transcription from the Samsung voice recorder on my S24 Ultra. That's it. That's what it is, and that's what it's labeled as. So now I put that in there. It looks really good. And then right underneath that, I'm just going to put, let's see. I'm going to actually just copy Galaxy AI transcription from Samsung voice recorder on S24 Ultra and put that underneath that summary with the prefix that says unedited. Unedited Galaxy AI transcription from Samsung voice recorder. Alright, so now I have that. And then all I have to do is go in back to DeepSeek because I pasted the whole Galaxy Samsung transcription in there, and that's why it gave me that summary. So I'm just going to copy that and put that there. Perfect. So let's see, I've got the tags, right? I added my categories. I don't have an image yet, but the next thing I need to do is go to Spreaker. I'm going to log in, and then I'm going to embed the player into the top. It's asking me for a code. So I'm going to embed the player into the blog at the top. I'm going to probably add the same or another sponsor. Okay, so that one's under HypnoAthletics there. Okay, so it popped up. Beyond the Veil, can mathematical physics explain the unexplained? All right. I'm gonna go to This is Starstruck by Lady Nahwali. her music is just so crazy. She's like, she just does whatever the hell she wants. She's totally original. Lady Nawali. I think I've been like more consistently a fan of her than like anything else for over the years, and I've never even met her, like except for online. We were both on this this website that was hosting our music some years ago called Dark Asylum Radio, which I realized they're still around, and I gotta make some time to go and check them out. Okay, so now I'm just looking at this. Okay, so I got the title, I got the blog is now, the podcast is plugged into the blog. It's got everything labeled of what's what. And see, all of this is created from my voice. I spoke all my ideas, then made a transcription of it from Galaxy's AI, transcribed it, which is completely imperfect, but that's fine. Then I plugged that into DeepSeek, and DeepSeek spit out a summary of it, and the summary is dope. It's even better than, like, even though the transcription wasn't perfect, but it captured my idea dang near perfectly. Like, I don't see a flaw in it. It really talks about and shows me perspectives in some ways that I didn't think about somehow, but it's consistent with what I'm presenting. So that's it. So now I'm gonna go to the podcast itself. I'm gonna grab the image that I used because it has Floor in the image, and I'm paying homage to her and metaphysics and everything like that. I'm just going to use it in the blog because I can, because it's mine. I know I can hear the real strategy guys and marketing, and it's not about you, and it's just the rest of the content is for all of y'all. That's cool. It's us in China. Floor looks happy. She got a goofy smile on her face. So do I. We got a mother and daughter team in China. Oh, I think we're in Decathlon. We used to go there a lot. Decanon. Floor's wearing one of her favorite colors. Orange stripes, and she's got a little boxing glove. And I miss her. Alright, so let's see. So now edit edit post. Let's see. So everything's there, right? I got the tags, I got the categories, I got the image, I got the title, the blog is embedded. That's really all I need. I'm publishing. It's a go. And then I'm only gonna do one more thing. Is I'm going to view the post. I'm going to grab the post's link. I'm going to go to the podcast. I'm going to go to episode info, and then in the description I'm going to put that I'm going to put full transcript available right here. Yeah, I'll just put, oops. It's really weird what just happened. Alright. Oh, what is happening with this formatting? Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to delete all of that from there. I'm going to put full transcript on HypnoAthletics. I'm going to highlight HypnoAthletics, make it bold, and then plug the link into it. And that's it. Then I'm going to go to the website again where the blog is. I'm going to copy the summary from there. Maybe it'll format better on the podcast show notes if I copy it from here. Which if it does, then that's just going to be a hack that I'm going to use later. Yeah, it looks much better. So I'm going to do it in that order from now on. Except for that one part right there, but I can fix that by... Right there, perfect. Save. This is Scream by Lady Nahwali. Cool. Yep, that actually looks much better in the show notes. Well, I'm not saying I'm going to go back and change it up with other ones, but moving forward, that's how I'm going to do it. All right. So let's see, what else do I have for... I have a couple more recordings that I did, so let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, I have Orgasms of the Gods and Simulation, which are both very interesting all in themselves, but I got to check this recording and then work on those because this is already long enough. It's 37 minutes. So.